Extreme. Stream acting up.
First, I want to introduce our crew, starting with you, and you've got a very familiar face.
Really?
Yeah.
Where have you seen me before?
Maybe the internet.
The internet?
Yes.
YouTube, perhaps?
Perhaps.
Well, you might have seen me on PlayStation Access, in my little YouTube cupboard. This is like, this is a real treat to be somewhere as glamorous as this. We've got like an actual desk, lovely backdrop, like this has got all the bells and whistles. You know, we're not as big budget as this, are we? I've got my PlayStation Access partner in crime with me as well.
Well, hello, Holly.
The amazing Holly Bennett.
Yeah, they've also let me out of the cupboard for a while. This is really exciting that we're allowed to have such a fancy arena. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, myself and Rob team up with 3 others to make PlayStation Access, which is a YouTube channel.
Yo, what's up,
based
MugenLord?
in the UK, but we make content for everyone.
Yeah, right now it's a Sony
everything
conference.
From the world of PlayStation.
Oh, this conference is like 50 minutes. This is going to be a pretty long conference.
What's coming up next for PlayStation Access?
Sony's going to be having some cool announcements. They said it's going to be like 7 games they're going to be announcing. So I wonder what games it's going to be. Now, I want to know if it's going to be pretty much like just Sony exclusive, or will it be third party
Subscribe now, and rounding out
added
our
into
host
this,
here,
this
Mr.
conference,
Ramon
like
Russell, the
everyone here from Square Enix, you know? So we hear from Square Enix, will it be like Final Fantasy VII Remake, or
really appreciate it. Like I said, my name is
if you hear
Ramon
from
Russell. I'm
Capcom,
from the MLB The Show development team back in San Diego. Speaking of them, shout out to everybody, all our development team back at home, cranking away on MLB The Show 18. We can't wait to tell you about it, but not today. Today we're going to talk about all of this awesome content.
I don't know if I will ever get back.
That's right. Now tell me a little bit about what you do with the MLB team. I know you do some
streaming.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Right, so I do a little bit of everything. Most of the people on our development teams, we wear many hats. I'm a game designer sometimes. Other times I'm a community guy, and other times I'm here in Paris with you guys on this stage, ready to see some really awesome content.
And really awesome content we are going to see
what's
starting
up,
any minute
Mason?
now.
What's going on?
I want to tell you a little bit about
Welcome
what
to the
we've got
stream,
lined
man.
up
Welcome to
tonight.
the stream.
We're going to have 20+ game updates. We're going to have 7 game reveals. And we are going to be covering a wide spectrum. It's AAA
I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll ever get back to it because like I said, I bought Skullgirls when it first launched on the Xbox Live Arcade or whatever it's called on Xbox 360. And I haven't played it since, so I know that game pretty. I know it's a lot of themes.
An hour from now. We've got a lot to get to tonight.
Like I said, if you haven't been on my streams,
if it's okay with you guys,
and understand my lingo, when I call a gamer a fiend,
now this is
like I said before on my last stream,
that a lot of people
if you're
really
a fiend,
love,
that means that you are so damn good at the damn game. I mean, you're so dedicated to the game, where you just like you just took the game and just inserted it into your veins like a fiend, and you just that good or whatever like that. Okay. First announcement.
Who will protect the Mexiverse against the powers of evil?
Guacamole, that's what it's called? The guacamole suplex or whatever it's called?
Who doesn't crack under pressure?
But yeah, how you been, Mugen Mason?
With the statuesque poise of the old gods.
Well, this thing gonna be small announcements too, so some indie games. So I guess it's a sequel. X-Fighter. I'm an arcade feed from the 90s. Street Fighter EX series. Oh, so you're arcade fiend, huh? Fiend. Yeah, man. Like if you can pull off, like I said, when it comes to fighting games, if you can pull off like these crazy ass executions, and you can pull off these crazy ass long combos and stuff, you a fiend.
Guacamelee 2 kicking
I call them fiend combos.
Right? I love the
fiend.
first
got them
game.
Fiend
So
inputs,
excited to see the
one frame lengths and stuff.
Coming
you
to
a fiend.
PS4 soonish.
I love how precise they've been with the release date. Getting us really excited. Soonish.
There's a 99% chance it'll come out soonish.
Soonish. And we are going to see some more.
Well, I don't know how I feel about the Eureka Fighter
this game is
because
there it is, super polished.
Let me see. I got Street Fighter EX1 and I got Street Fighter EX3 on PS2. I still own both of those games.
Super polished, and what we're seeing here.
Let me see. How do I feel about the EX games? The EX games, don't get me wrong, are fun, and I was happy to see a Street Fighter game in 3D because during this time Tekken was like the I wouldn't say the king of 3D, but Tekken was really had a buzz and it made a name for itself. So Street Fighter, so Capcom 1 did pretty much dominate that space. So they did the Street Fighter, they teamed up with Eureka to do the Street Fighter EX, so they can challenge Tekken and other 3D fighters at the time, like Virtua Fighter and stuff, and DOA. But yeah, at that time I respect the game. The characters were kind of different. They weren't like a lot of, weren't like the typical Street Fighter games. That's why I learned Eureka pretty much owned the rights to those characters, like Cracker Jack and all of them. I didn't know that. I thought they were owned by Capcom. That's why those characters seem so weird. They didn't seem like Street Fighter characters to me. But I learned that Eureka owned those characters and stuff. So what I feel about the new game, I don't know. I don't know what to feel because let me see. I wouldn't say the game looks outdated. The game like it never really changed much from the Street Fighter EX series. It looks kind of like it looks like kind of like the killer instincts of Japanese fighters or whatever like that. The way it moves and stuff like that. I can't explain it, but I don't know. I'm not really that hyped for it yet. It hasn't really pulled me in, but I'm glad the game is being developed because a lot of fans that love that game.
That's
right. You know what I'm saying?
You're going to learn some new abilities.
Well, he isn't going to get turned into chicken
shot. Chicken shot. This is a new ability here for the chicken. This chicken is really
I know about that.
Chicken.
I tried playing Skull Girls for the Troller dude.
The chicken glide, we're seeing it all here. Now, this chicken shot is also useful in combat.
The way, with the arrow keys and stuff like that, inputs are way easier. But I use an arcade stick.
I mean, you would not want to mess with
when I play on the PC and on consoles and stuff. So arcade sticks is much better for me. But I'm not, to be honest though, I think keyboard when playing fighting games is even easier because the inputs is so much easier or whatever. But you'll never find me using keyboard though.
Is this co-op? I see. So I do have it on good authority from Drinkbox that there is 4-player co-op throughout the entire game. We're seeing 3 of those players right now, and this is the Mangrove Swamp level.
I can't wait for you guys to carry me.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of like PI, but for Japanese fighters,
Great start here for tonight. And you know something?
I don't know. I'm not really hyped for it yet. It hasn't really pulled me in, so I'm waiting
and we're going to get to both of those right now.
That's going to grab my attention for me to be super hyped. Now, don't get me wrong. I didn't say I'm not getting the game. I didn't say that either. So I'm definitely going to get it and streaming and stuff when it does come out. Now, what is this? Yeah, now my PC screen is on this side. So that's why if you're wondering why I'm not looking directly into the camera, it's because my screen is on this side and my gaming screen is over here. Man, what is this? I always thought that it would be easier with a controller. You probably have you ever played Mugen? I mean, Mugen is played on the PC, so a lot of people play Mugen with a keyboard. So maybe because you haven't played Mugen before, Mugen is you would know a keyboard. It makes much more sense as far as like how easy it is to do inputs and combos and stuff with a keyboard. Yeah, so it seems like this segment right here is going to be like a lot of indies and stuff like that. Yeah, this looks interesting. What I respect about indie developers, they're not like big corporations, so they're willing to put more passion into their games too, and it's not about just making the money. They put passion in it, and they're more willing to take risks with their games, to try something different. With most like big corporate industries that make companies that make their games and stuff, you pretty much get the same game over and over and over and over and over again and stuff. And it seemed like these indie games too, man. They have amazing soundtracks. A lot of them be soothing and stuff like that too. So this looks pretty interesting. I would say that this looks pretty interesting. And I need to really invest more time in some of these indie games to give them a try. Stuff like this I would love to play on a Nintendo Switch if it ever comes out on Nintendo Switch. But this is a Sony conference. But yeah, like it looks unique.
Those two great new games we just got to look at. I got to say the Gardens Between looking awesome. It's got that art style. It's got the time mechanics.
Yeah.
Ollie, what do you make of that?
That is completely my type of game. I'm honestly taken with it. I have goosebumps every time that music drops. It's a beautiful single-player, narrative-driven puzzle game. But there's no time pressure on the puzzles, and I really like that. No text or dialogue. The world tells you the story. One button to interact. A lovely game to get into. Genuinely in love with it, and it comes out late 2018.
Nice. So the first trailer that we saw, that was the Hong Kong Massacre, developed by Bresky. Super stylistic trailer that looked insane. It had this like Max Payne, Hotline Miami, a little Blade Runner vibe. And you can expect that coming to the PlayStation 4 in 2018.
Outstanding. So we're going to keep moving here. We got a lot to get to, and frankly, we're running behind. So Loco Remastered, it's out now on PS4.
What's up? What's going on, man?
How you been? Remastered's coming, and right now we're going to tell you
I want to be honest, man. Like, I want no more games to come out this year. Like, this year, as far as games, has just been awesome. There's just too many games come out this year. But I'm telling you right now, 2018, man, it's like you should be proud. You should be happy to be a gamer. There's so many games come out in 2018. It's ridiculous, especially the first 3 months from January to March. It's ridiculous. We got Final Fantasy Dissidia. We're gonna have Dragon Ball Fighters. What else we got come out? Monster Hunter World. There's just so many games coming out, man. I never really cared for this. This is what's that game? It's on Loco Roco. Yeah. They're playing the old Resident Evil games. Oh, okay. What, you got it on a PC, or have you been playing remastered versions?
Roco 2 Remastered. That's coming out December 9th. Finally, now we know. Holly, I know this is a big one for you.
Yeah, my bathroom is actually decorated with Loco Roco stickers.
She's not even joking.
I'm not joking.
Dude, don't mention backlog, because I have a backlog. I have an entire backlog. Let me see. Let me show you. Let me see what I got here.
And me and the Loco
First of all, have that in common. Here's my fighters. Here's my fighters right here. Street Fighter 5.
This lovely little creature. You roll around.
Marvel's Capcom Infinite.
You get bigger. You complete puzzles.
King
Sometimes
of Fighters
you have to be a certain
14.
size to be able to complete
I
them.
just bought
and you sing.
Gundam Versus. Haven't even touched it yet.
Wake up magical creatures.
Got this.
It's utterly charming. I basically love Loco
Guilty Gear XR.
So Loco Roco 2. There's going to be new collectibles, new characters.
Got my Overwatch.
It's in 4K on PlayStation 4 Pro.
And I got my Injustice 2. Only played it once. I have 2 games.
Yeah.
1 second.
And I think we've got an update on that one.
And I'll show you. I'll get my other stuff right here.
is coming to PS4 in November.
Get my other stuff to show you.
Huge fan. So we have
this out of the way.
Look at the expansions that are coming soon. So I say
now
we just
grab
check
this
it
stuff over here. Oh my God, I can't. I'm looking at this stuff and still can't believe I have all this. Okay. Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age. I have to beat this. I have to get to this right away. Dude, I bought Yeats. I bought Yeats 8, still in the plastic. Haven't even opened yet. And I bought this at launch in September. Still haven't opened this yet. Dragon Quest Heroes 2. I have to finish this game.
It's coming out in November on PS4, and now I have a confession to make.
Nier Automata is still in the plastic, dude.
20 years
I bought this at launch and still haven't opened it yet.
Shame.
And then
I will say I did get.
I have to get back to this. Dragon Quest Builders. Bought this. And still haven't finished this yet.
This might be the one for me. It's a time to dive in. So what they've done is they've
Star Ocean 5.
Capture the
I bought this. Still haven't really gotten around to really playing this. So I'm definitely gonna live stream this as well.
Doing something else, but this is really the pure version. And it's been just reworked with the UI in mind.
This was a birthday gift in March. When somebody, a female friend of mine bought this one. I really wanted to give this a try.
You got your pools, your careers.
Also, I forgot. Yeah, Nier Automata, she bought me that.
Future PC free updates.
Final Fantasy 15. I got the deluxe case.
Good stuff.
Haven't even touched this.
I think what's really important on here. It's not
Horizon Zero Dawn. Female friend brought this to me on my birthday. It's still in the plastic. Haven't even opened it yet.
Weren't like traditional Sims games, and that's really what people want. So, as Sid said, exact same game.
Was it Natural Doctoring? I bought this at launch of PS4. Still haven't gotten around to really sat down and played this.
Favorites like City Living.
And then of course I got my Final Fantasy 14 online. I gotta start that back up again.
I mean, it starts with about 3 hours of building a house, and then you just cruel to them for the rest of it.
Yep, I have so many games.
Don't give my secrets away.
Yeah. So hey, we're keeping a pretty quick pace on today's show, and we've got yet another game update to share with you right now. And Rob, I got the sense you were kind of fired up for this one.
I am massively excited.
Mario Rabbids.
When I first heard
still haven't beaten this yet. I only touched only played the first 20 minutes of it. Like I said, I've been so busy doing doing YouTube content, creating content, working on my side business, working on my business and stuff like that. Never got around. I haven't got around to play a lot of this stuff. I still got Breath of the Wild to beat, and the reason why I haven't beaten Breath of the Wild yet because I want to get all the shrines. I think it's 120 shrines, I believe. I only got 80 shrines. I don't want to beat the game until I get the Wild Tunic. I want to get that for Link, and then of course Mario Odyssey. So I have a whole backlog of stuff that I really need to get to. Yeah, Sosuke. Yeah, my backlog is a library, dude. I haven't played Persona at all on MugenLord. My brother has the Persona games. He's a big fan. Now I have respect for the Persona games; they are good games. But I haven't played them.
Super hyped for this.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even dare dive into Persona.
I've been wanting a
knowing that I have this long backlog right here.
Forever.
Yeah,
I'll be foolish to go try to grab Persona game.
Good, proper, deep tennis sim. Like the last one I really got stuck into was Topspin 4 on PS3. I played that so much I was one trophy away from platinuming it. And I understand some of the devs from Topspin 4 are working on Tennis World Tour.
That's true.
And there's going to be, I think they've got 30 licensed players so far. There's a full career mode, and it's really focused on the simulation of it as well. So if you're after that deep, really sim-heavy tennis game, so this is going to be the one for you. I think MLB has got some competition now.
All right.
Simulation.
So it's like the free. I think it's like the free conference before it actually starts.
After we're done. Well, the excitement is palpable, and I want to just take a quick status check. Just take a moment to catch up
my backlog is
PlayStation's media showcase here at Paris Games Week. It's just about 30 minutes away, so you know that's going to have some good stuff.
Here, while the stream is on,
right after this program,
I better just take advantage of the free time that I have before I actually got to do some videos.
We've got a lot of announcements. We've got client orders, updates to share right here, and I want to kind of bring the conversation back to PlayStation VR because it's just celebrated its 1-year birthday.
While I wait.
That's right. More than 100 games out there for PlayStation VR. Tons more due for 2018. Ramon, what's your favorite PSVR game?
Resident Evil.
Yeah?
Scared the living crap out of me. I played the first few minutes regular on my television, then I popped on the PSVR. Completely different experience. I can't lie, I'm a scaredy cat, so I tried to get the shotgun and leave the house, but that didn't really work out.
Did you finish it?
I'm going to get the gold edition, Resident Evil 7. I'm definitely get that gold edition.
No, I didn't either. It's way too scary, but a game I really enjoyed. And I'm not even a massive Trekkie, but I really enjoyed playing Star Trek Bridge Crew. We played it in the PlayStation Access office, 4 of us all playing. You each have like a different role on the bridge. Like I was the helmsman, Dave was the captain, and you have to really coordinate to achieve your objectives. And it's like the ultimate wish fulfillment if you're a Star Trek fan, being able to be in Star Trek. It was just a really immersive experience, exactly what PlayStation VR is good at. Amazing game.
You literally did nothing but squabble. It was a video of you squabbling. Now, while you like to sit, quietly on the bridge, this is my jam. Give me a gun, give me giant alien spiders, and let me go to town on them. I really enjoyed Farpoint. I think Sonic also had the aim controller, and I just had that feeling that if anyone should walk into a living room when I'm playing Farpoint, I might look slightly more badass while in my pajamas because I've at least got the aim controller. Played it in co-op as well, which just means you and a friend can bicker while you try and take on the aliens.
What games are you guys currently playing
Very exciting, but this is the highlight for me. This is super hot VR. look at me.
Playing that.
Tiny Sid down there in the lower corner of your screen playing Super Hot VR. I loved it on PS4, but on PlayStation VR, just so immersive. Like we're all cackling like goons, you know, as I do all of this. Like I'm blasting these guys. I'm throwing ashtrays at them. I'm throwing phones at them. Dual wielding here like some sort of John Woo movie. It's just a riot. I mean, it's just pure fun. So much fun, and that's sort of some of the highlights for PlayStation VR that are out now. Enough about me, enough about us and our favorites. It's time to take a look at the future of PlayStation VR because there's a lot of great games coming. We've got 2 of them to share with you right this minute, so let's check it out.
Actually start. Disruptive games. I wonder what game is what game is this? Oh, it's the VR. Okay. Before the world was ours. Have you, Mugen Mason? Have you seen it? Titans Battle for Supremacy. Okay. And the champion. What in the world? Okay. Will become a god. Okay, that didn't really tell me anything. That didn't tell me anything. I mean, it's like any typical VR. Yeah, I see my hands. Okay, that's. Try to.
It takes more than a fancy airship to make it in the arena. It takes a fearless captain and a steady crew. Join today and experience heart-stopping thrills, life or death battles,
I like the song. Oh, this is like trash.
Fight alongside your heroes.
I'm not impressed.
Or take them on.
I'm waiting for, besides Resident Evil 7, I'm still waiting for
Wealth and glory can
that
be yours.
VR experience, you know what I'm saying?
Do you
I'm still
have
waiting
what
for
it
that.
takes?
Still haven't gotten that VR experience yet. That game that, like, you know what? I have to get a VR, you know? Like, right now, like, the only VR experience I really want to experience is Resident Evil, but that's about it. Yeah, man.
That was 2 brand new games revealed for PlayStation VR, both scheduled for release in 2018. Now,
what's up, Moses? What's going on? I was hoping to hear some
Star Trek
news
Bridge
about
Crew
the
fan. I kind of thought that might be kind of up your alley.
I mean, for me, that's what PlayStation VR is amazing at, letting you experience things that you're never going to experience anywhere else.
I haven't really played. I haven't really played the Bloodborne. My brother and them got Bloodborne, but
right up my alley.
I mean,
it's a really unique game as
I don't
well.
really
It's set
care
in
too much
this
for it.
kind of fantasy
Even though they're good
reality TV
games,
show.
but
We've
the
got other contestants or enemies,
vein I will play. Like I said, certain games I don't like certain art styles of certain games. Like I said, games like Dark Souls and Bloodborne have more sort of a Western style to it. I'm more of a JRPG, or I'm more like Japanese animation type style. So Cold Vein would be the thing that I would like to play, like an anime version of like Bloodborne and stuff like that. I would definitely play that.
There's also Megalith. We got
that's what I'm hoping for, Moses. Like I'm hoping for Final Fantasy 7 remake. Last of Us 2, I got Last of Us 1 on the PS4, but I haven't even opened that either.
Trying to become a giant god, has destructible environments, you get free locomotion. It's also coming out in 2018, and the development team behind it are full of multiplayer veterans, and they're excited about what they can do in VR, which also makes all of us excited because with VR you're going to have totally new experiences, loads of innovation, so we can't wait to see what everybody's going to do.
Absolutely, and one of the great things about PlayStation VR is new experiences, but also putting a fresh perspective on familiar ones. So in that note, let's take a look at Ultra Wings VR coming to PSVR.
Oh, okay. So there's something here.
You are cleared for takeoff.
Oh, okay. I got it. I gotta find a way to get up here. Ultra Wings. It looks like complete garbage. Don't really care for it. Ultra Wings. Like straight trash. Man, what's this? What just happened? Just buy a PC. I gotta wait. Probably something up with the stream. So much VR, I remember when the thought of VR was nothing but science fiction. You're not lying. Okay.
Sprint Vector.
I mean, we missed the whole thing. We didn't get to see the Sprint Vector.
Ooh, that Sprint Vector, my goodness. I've got the vapors. I mean,
I got the vapors.
I loved it. It reminded me of a manga I used to be really into called Air Gear, just because of the rollerblading.
As
a game, it's already had tons of press attention. The devs have said, no, you can comfortably run, jump, climb, and fly, because it's very action-packed on its obstacle courses. And they have something called fluid locomotion. That is what they're coining for this.
Fluid, indeed. And we also just checked out Ultra Wings VR. That's also coming to PlayStation VR. It's an open-world VR flight game, lots of courses and challenges. Interesting that you use the PS moves to pilot the craft, a bunch of different crafts. They're saying 30 hours or so to get all the gold medals, so
that's
robust experience there. Keeping it moving on the PlayStation VR front. We actually do have an update to share right now around a favorite that was announced at E3. Now, if you watched the E3 PlayStation Media Showcase, you saw a quirky, delightful little game called Moss.
Yay!
And we're delighted to say that this one is actually coming out February 2018, so we can finally announce that. Ramon, you got a chance to play it.
Yes, I did. The developers at Polyarc were so kind to send me a build that I got to play last week. I'm loving this game. So you control this mouse. Her name is Quill. She got this little sword, this awesome little like leaf thing on her arm, which is kind of cool. And what's really awesome about this game is the fact that you're using the analog sticks to control Quill, but when you're doing the puzzles in 3D space, you're actually using the motion controller on the DualShock 4 to grab small things. Yes,
like so you're actually grabbing that block there.
Yep.
Man, it looks amazing.
I'm really.
So you get to control both the kind of the puzzles and Quill at the same time.
Exactly, at the exact same time. I really love this demo that they sent me. This game is going to be so awesome. I can't wait to play it. And it's a dungeon crawler with a little mouse.
Yeah,
it's a little tiny mouse there, Quill. So cute. But yeah, I mean, this is one of the things I just love about VR is just new ways to interact. I mean, that's kind of, I think, deep down what we all look for in gaming, and something that PlayStation VR actually well positioned to provide.
Ooh, combat, right?
Here's a first look at some of the combat.
Just try to make an actual ear
so you see Quill's going to take care of these little red beagles. So what's awesome is with the DualShock, you can freeze some of the enemies.
So you're doing both?
You're doing both at the same time.
That's cool.
And does it feel like easy to do both at the same time?
Yeah, I didn't have trouble at all controlling Quill or some of the puzzles at the same time.
That's really nice.
So you can pull those steps up, turn them around, and control Quill to get her to run all the way up.
Oh man, I would have played this non-stop if they'd sent me that demo.
That's awesome. So this is coming out February 2018. Pre-orders start very soon.
Wow.
That's right. Well, thank you for that. It's going to take time before they actually perfect it. It's coming February 2018. Very excited about that one. Here's an update on another title that was announced for PlayStation VR at E3. That's Star Child. We've got a brand new trailer, and there's, well, I'll just leave it to the trailer. Let's check it out.
Hi everyone, I'm Paul Bettner. I'm the founder and CEO at Playful.
And I'm Kynan Pearson, the director of Star Child. Star Child is a cinematic platforming adventure game. You play as Spectra, a traveler who crash lands on an alien planet during an important mission.
You're about to see one of Spectra's unique abilities here today for the first time.
1 second, guys.
We hope you enjoy this global debut of our new trailer.
back. Here we go. MugenLord, I know you're getting
brand new trailer for Star Child here. We just debuted, and I gotta admit, guys, I'm a little puzzled by this unique ability.
I really don't know.
Ideas? Like, what was more like questions than answers.
It looked like she was projecting herself out of her body and manipulating, like maybe astral projection, I want to say. Is that what it's called?
All right. I won't rule it out.
Something, I guess we're just going to have to wait and see, huh? So lots more to come here on the show, and we haven't even gotten to the PlayStation Media Showcase, by the way. So we are going to have a big Final Fantasy update for you at home. We're going to have a big update for more VR. We're going to have more game announcements, and then, of course, that PlayStation Media Showcase is coming really, really soon. I want to check back.
All right, so if they have a Final Fantasy update, that means we might see the remake of Final Fantasy 7.
Yes, surely. Resident Evil 7.
I mean, they don't come bigger than Resi 7 on VR, I don't think. And the exciting news is there is new free DLC for Resi 7 coming in December.
Free 99?
Free 99 is free. Even more exciting, it stars fan favorite Chris the Muscles Redfield.
No, man. I don't know what they did to Chris Redfield, man.
It's going to be an awesome
they messed my boy up, man.
Formula, and it's
he don't look the same. They changed his look.
Game. Redfield is like an action hero.
He don't look recognizable, man.
Give a really different spin on the gameplay to Resi 7, I think, and we can have a look at the trailer for the Not a Hero DLC right now.
That's not Chris, man.
Lucas,
that's not Chris.
You're going to fail, and then
I refuse to accept that. That's not Chris.
Our only link to the connections.
He's next on my list.
We didn't get much from the first unit before we lost contact.
Luke is a fucking psycho. Not sure what's worse, him or those things.
Yeah, I'm definitely one of the VR.
Oh, fuck. You gotta be kidding me.
Resident Evil 7.
Fuck! 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 Get the thing off me!
He's dead.
Please tell me what I'm looking at.
I have no idea. It's something new. Exercising strength.
Have any of you guys ever played Resident Evil 7?
Christopher. Now with us, I see. Very impressive, my friend. Very impressive. Let's just see how impressive you really are.
You're going to need to proceed with caution. Extreme caution.
Oh, well, that's different. Like I haven't been since we got here.
That's not Chris Redfield, man. That's not Chris. That's not him. I refuse. Why they changed my boy up like that? End of Zoe. 12/12/2017.
Brand new look at Resident Evil 7's free Not a Hero DLC. Rob, I know you're a big fan of Resident Evil. I mean, it's just one of the best of the year.
It is. I think it's in my top 3 of the year.
Yeah.
I spent the majority of Resident Evil 7 hiding and or running away from things. I think now I'm playing as Chris Redfield. I'm going to be punching stuff in the face.
Right in the face.
It's going to be awesome. Yeah.
Now, Ramon, I'm told you're a big fan of Halloween.
I most certainly am. I love Halloween. And actually, we have 2 PSVR games launching in time for Halloween. Okay. Let's take a look at this spooky pair.
Pixel jump.
I will now teach you the ways of our art.
I have solid control against experiment at points. And where is the That is real. I know Nathaniel. I know it's Chris Redfield. I'm saying it's not Chris Redfield. They changed. I'm saying that because they changed his look so much. Like he's not recognizable. That's not Chris Redfield to me. I'm a denial Chris Redfield fan. That does not look like him. I don't like how they changed him like that. Why? Why did he go out their way to change his look?
Hello?
Alright. Nah, they ain't. No, they ain't Chris though. Like, I just can't believe they trying to sell that to me. Like, they trying to sell that to me that's Chris. Like, I refuse to believe that's Chris. You're not gonna tell me that's Chris Redfield. He's unrecognizable.
Wow. Two wildly different takes on the horror genre. I guess that's fair to say, right, Rob?
Yeah, I mean, Stifled looks absolutely terrifying. Also, like nothing I've ever seen either.
Didn't really show anything.
It looks like you have to kind of make noise to paint a picture of the world around you.
That's
but at
one
the
thing
same
about
time, that
hosts,
noise could
like
attract things that you don't quite want to be attracted.
They oversell product.
I think we should make
they
Dave
truly
play
do.
Yeah. He would absolutely love that game. If you're watching Dave, you're going to be playing Stifled very soon. Dead Hungry also looked awesome though, Holly.
Dead Hungry, as we've already learned through my love of Loco Roco, suits me just fine because I enjoy food. It's from Pixel Junk, so you know it's kind of going to be crazy. The idea is that zombies are really hungry, so you're making fast food and literally lobbing it at them to cure them.
But he's not one of my
favorite
Resident
characters.
characters.
We're not trying to kill them or harm the zombies, trying to make them better. It just looks like Pixel Junk madness. Like you can create different burgers by throwing things together. I'm in.
Chris is my favorite, and I love Jill.
So that's two PlayStation VR games coming out tomorrow in time
for
Halloween.
Thing too, a lot of people like Leon, not just only his character,
coming out very
but
soon. League of War,
I remember
and I believe we can see a trailer
I
for
was
that
playing Resident
right
Evil
now.
1 when it first launched on the PS1. Look, I have the original Resident Evil 1 box. Like when the PS1 boxes used to be like this big. That's the I had the Resident Evil case that was this big for the PS1. That's how old I am. So I noticed a lot of people I've talked to, a lot of people didn't get into Resident Evil to Resident Evil 2. So a lot of people are more familiar with Leon more than anybody else, anything else, when it comes to the franchise or whatever. But Chris Redfield always been one of my favorite characters. That's why I was like Chris and Jill. That's why I was super excited when Marvel vs. Capcom 2 came out and Jill was in it. And I was like, oh my god, Jill. But yeah, Chris, that's my boy. That game was stupid too. That game was stupid.
All right, that was League of War. I'll tell you, those two look like they were having the time of their lives on that couch. I mean, they were all grins and smiles and horseplay. Yeah. But is it RTS or tower defense or what is it, Ramon?
It's a little bit of both. So League of War, you can grab a tank, pick it up and drop it on the battlefield and watch it go and blow stuff up. And who doesn't want to do that? So it's going to have a really, really nice
oh my god, dude. Like, if they remake Nemesis, dude, oh my god, man. Nemesis was one of the scariest Resident Evil games, dude. So, that I've ever played. Like that game scared the crap out of me, dude.
Right.
It's like
that I could talk
Nemesis was such a stalker. Like he seriously was, and I used to be scared because he always came at the moments where either I had low health or whatever like that, or there would be times where I couldn't solve a particular puzzle, and I've been stuck for like hours.
It is a standalone game.
And then when I finally figure it out, he shows up.
Standalone game for PlayStation VR. So for anyone who's played the game, you'll recognize some of the locations, but I have been told there's some new ones as well, which is quite exciting because it's a beautiful world. Now, just like it is in 15, it feels quite similar to playing the fishing in 15.
Was such a stalker, man. Like he was so scary. And what really got me into the experience was when you first go into the police station. When you first encounter Nemesis, first of all, he kills was it Brad, the helicopter pilot? Yeah, he kills him, and they ask you if you want to run or fight him. Of course, I ran. Of course, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. So I ran into the police station and stuff. Okay. I get to the police station, and I'm doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing my thing. I'm exploring, and I'm solving puzzles and stuff like that. And then when you finally head downstairs, now you have the
Rob, you know this.
Yes. If you have the DualShock controller for the PS1, it normally vibrated when you was close to something, or if Nemesis was nearby or whatever like that. So when you get to the police station, you go up the staircase and you get to figure out this puzzle, whether you do the puzzle. And as you come back down the staircase, if you get up to the staircase, your controller begins to vibrate. Now at the time, I had no idea why it was vibrating and whatever like that. But the music, the tone of the music began to change or whatever. And I remember as I was going down the steps, and you see the window on the side or whatever near the save room. And as I walked by, this dude jumps through the window, and I was a kid at the time too. And I was screaming like a little sissy for that moment. Like it scared the hell out of me. And he just said stars, and he starts chasing you.
But it gets better.
Now this is the thing that really got me about Nemesis. This is the thing that really got me about Nemesis. Now, like any other character, like any other enemy you encounter, like zombies or hunters and stuff like that, when you encounter them and when you run into a room, they can't come through the room. They can't open the doors. They can't do none of that. So I remember I ran through one room, and as I ran through the room, you hear the door open and you hear the music and you hear stars. I say, yo, this motherfucker can open up doors. It really scared the shit out of me. I said, yo, I can't believe this. Like, he could open up doors. Like, I no longer felt safe. I no longer felt safe, man.
A king cannot lead by standing still.
PlayStation
A king pushes onward always, accepting the consequences and never looking back.
Tell a bloody thing from here. Let's make for the altar. Yeah.
Well, look who it is. What could one of His Majesty's royal retainers be doing here of all places?
Bloody hell. Join me. I can secure us a way to the king and the oracle.
Yeah.
I like the music.
Part of me always hoped that I might see you happy one day. Your burdens lifted. Free to live and love as you please.
Oh, what good is a world that only ever lets you down? Why not end it all right here?
I swore an oath to stand with Noct and keep him safe. Whatever it takes, I will protect him.
Okay.
Permit me to make a suggestion. Rather than follow this flotsam and float away to a watery grave, why not come with me? What do you say?
December 13th. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. What's this? Yeah, that game is lit. I got a chance to finish it.
This is Collector Pilot H45H1M with the daily status report. Smooth sailing and nothing but sunshine.
Yeah, I know. Sony always had these kind of games. I like the song. I'm at the want to get the song. I'm at the Shazam it.
right, and that was in Vector, actually a game that was announced right here at Paris Games Week about 2 years ago. Ramon, what did you make of that?
A very awesome game in a tradition of like amplitude, frequency, a little thumper in there. It's awesome, and it is coming to PS4.
Yes, it is.
Now, I'm sorry, I'm taking back over because that
all right, come on, all right.
Can't stop talking about Final Fantasy.
No, I'm allowed to talk about Final Fantasy. No, it looks incredible, and for anybody who knows, it takes place in Alticia. I don't want to give too much away, but anyone who's played that game, Chapter 9, right? Chapter 9. And it fills in basically what happens, and I don't know if you saw it. The ring? You put the ring on.
Let's not give away any spoilers. But we are finally going to get to find out, you know, a big thing about Ignis' story that until now has been a complete mystery.
I mean,
so it's going to be awesome.
There's many people speculating on Tumblr, let's put it that way, so who knows?
I can only imagine, right? So, great show so far. I mean, I think we brought some significant updates here. Favorite moment, real quick to call it out?
What, Moses?
The Hong Kong Massacre. That game looked insane. I can't wait to play that.
Yeah, what about you, Holly?
I think it was Gardens earlier on. No, but sorry, I've forgotten the full name of it. But yeah.
The Gardens Between.
Between, that's the one.
That's
Thank
right.
you. So I know everyone thinks I'm going to say Final Fantasy, but Garden Between, I don't know. There's something about that. That's my jam. Hit good, personal, deep stories.
Rob. It looks beautiful. I mean, for me, it's got to be the tennis.
It looks soothing. It looks art style.
Not surprised about it,
it's
but
very unique in its
I've
own
been
way.
waiting for a really deep, good tennis game for so long. So to have Tennis World Tour coming is proper exciting, and I was, you know, massively hyped for that.
Got to say, for me, it's probably Guacamelee 2.
Yeah.
So glad that we can get that out there. It's coming soonish. It looks gorgeous. It's got the 4-player co-op throughout the entire campaign. It's got enhanced chicken mechanics.
Chickens. I mean, the chicken is the highlight of the show, right? That's why everyone's here.
Finger licking good. I hope I don't get in trouble for saying that.
Put that in.
That's right. That's right. So hey, we are almost out of time. That big PlayStation Media Showcase is right around the corner, and who's to say what's going to happen then? But we do still have 2 more games that we need to announce. So what do you guys think we should do about that?
I think we should announce them.
Should we? Yes. That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, that's my grand plan.
So let's kick it off with the very first game we're going to be announcing, and we'll do that right now.
It's not flickering, man. That's strange. All right, this game. Like, the unknown Pokemon's right there. Oh, wow. Wow. Weird. Different. The art style. I needed that. Interesting. Available worldwide on PlayStation 4 from today.
And that was a first look at O-Ray. O-Ray, by the way, is how it's pronounced, if you were wondering. Really just magnificent, gorgeous looking game, and it's actually coming out a little later today on PlayStation Store. O-Ray out today. There you go. Saving it.
Beautiful. Incredible to look at. I got real Journey, absolute effort.
Yeah, Journey. I'll definitely get that from it too.
Kind of thing. I really believe with gaming, for me personally, I was very AAA early. I never really considered indie. And then I started adding that in, and I feel like I always compare it to having a balanced diet. And it's like very much a balanced gaming diet, and these are the kind of games for me that balance it out. So in this particular game, you're exploring the worlds of a child that can turn into a dragon. You've already seen that in some of the beats. That's an easy sell, isn't it? I mean, it's a really easy sell. The idea is there are these titans within the world, and they have very important jobs, but for some reason they stopped doing their job. So you're trying to convince them to basically go back to work by doing going through the world, solving puzzles.
Hey, I do like the art style. It does have a journey look to it. It seems like there's a lot of indie games that really takes that really uses the art style. Because like when we use art styles like this and don't go with the realistic graphics, art styles like this age really well. So no matter how old the game looks, this art style you can get away with playing it, opposed to using a realistic game, realistic looking like art style and graphics and stuff like that, art style and stuff. Most games like that would always like become dated when it comes to visuals and graphics and stuff like that.
Nothing wrong with it at all. I mean, that is beautiful. So I gotta say, you know, I think we had a lot to talk about here tonight. And I want to thank, actually, all the independent developers, all the publishers who worked with us to put this show together. It's an honor for us to be able to debut and your titles and to be able to provide all these meaningful updates and just exciting stuff all around. But I gotta say, that PlayStation Media Showcase is right around the corner. I want to make a shout out, though, to everyone watching live. We've got a lot more to come after the showcase. If the showcase ends, there's more to come. We're going to dive deeper into all those games that you saw the PlayStation Showcase.
Okay. I might have to cover this stuff on my YouTube channel, like in individual videos, depending on, like, if I have interest in that particular game that they reveal. Hopefully Final Fantasy VII Remake is in this.
The electricity, I already know from people watching at home as well.
Because I have absolutely no idea.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't know anything.
They keep it under lock and key here. It could be anything. It's like a big sporting event. Like, it's like, you feel like ready to see something epic and amazing. And, like, who knows? I mean, it's literally a couple of minutes from now, and we're going to be cutting to that.
Oh, yeah.
Just a couple of minutes. But first, one other thing we wanted to share with you. You know, this is one I've been trying to talk about all night long, but I've had to restrain.
Okay. Turn off.
And just a handful of seconds from now, we're going to talk about and show first details on a brand new game.
Brand new
from an independent studio.
All right.
It's a new title from a developer that's actually rather celebrated. So I would suggest that we cut to that now. And for all of you watching at home, enjoy the show.
Okay, let's see what this is. Mall Smell. I have no idea. They already lost me right there. Is it that mining? Yeah, is it that mining? New adventures never ending.
Oh, I would have never figured it out.
Yeah, is that mining? Yeah, I think it's that following feeding footsteps. Once again. Split one. Two. Yeah, okay.
Get the heck out of here.
Okay.
Got it.
Alright, there it goes. Let's start now. Yo, what's up, phone? What's going on? What's good, Elsit? What's going on? I ain't see all you guys. Hold up. Alright, we got Nathaniel here, we got Moses here, we have phone here. Sasuke, Elsit. Yo, what's up? What's going on? They won't probably show God of War, man. Like, I'm not really a God of War. I mean, I respect it because, you know, visually he has good story and stuff like that. I never really cared to play him though. So they're most likely going to show it anyway. They're probably going to show some God of War and give us like a release date or something like that. I'm hoping they show Final Fantasy VII Remake or something, or probably Kingdom Hearts 3. That's if the third parties are coming in. To show off some stuff, but if it's just strictly Sony, then I don't know what to expect from them at all. All right, here we go. Let's see what this is. Yeah, we probably won't see Final Fantasy VII, but that'd be nice. We'll get some Spider-Man, most likely. Wait, Samurai. No. It better not. It better not, no. Not only Mugen. Okay. About to say. Now, but no, we can get Bushido Blade. No.
The wave was sharpening your soul. Do you know how I prepared for today?
Okay.
I learned. I know your language, your traditions.
Dynasty Warriors. Only. I was thinking only Mu shit, but I don't see any demons or anything.
So I'll ask you once again, Samurai, do you surrender?
It remind me like a Tenchu or from Sucker Punch. That's interesting. Tenchi. Alright, Ryan. That was interesting.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
I'd like to see more on that.
It's now 5 years since we launched PlayStation 4, and I still have the honor to unveil a brand new AAA game, the astonishing Ghost of Tsushima.
Tsushima. Yeah, Tsushima. Alright, I was right the first time.
That's not the last surprise that you're about to get. You've seen the power of PlayStation 4 provide you not only with immersive storytelling, but also allows developers to fulfill their wildest dreams.
Yeah, new. Hey, what's up, Soul Bag? A good, Soul Good Guy. My fault. Yeah, new IP, man. Yep, it's new IP. That's good.
Spectacular results. That's why a single
It looks interesting.
like Toby Fox can deliver one of the year's biggest hits in Undertale. Why a small studio like Ninja Theory can take you on a thrilling personal journey with AAA production values in Hellblade. And our own worldwide studios can bring alive Horizon Zero Dawn's breathtaking wilderness, dynamic 4K resolution and HDR. Furthermore, you can expect innovative new dimensions in gameplay as we continue to explore the possibilities of virtual reality. The bottom line is that there is so much power and potential packed into PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 4 Pro.
Can't wait to see what other games.
Continue to accelerate and proliferate in the coming months and years. With more than 225 games offering graphical enhancements on PlayStation 4 Pro, and more than 100 games compatible with PlayStation VR.
Okay.
PlayStation is already the best place to play. As we will show you tonight, it's thrilling to think there's even more to come.
I'm looking forward to it.
Continue to focus on bringing you the games you love. We're also focused on expanding the PlayStation community. We're excited about innovation like PlayLink, highly social, easy to play, localized and fun. We've been thrilled with the success of that suite with over 3 million downloads to date, and see more social and family-orientated games give us an opportunity to expand our reach and amplify our mission to be the best place to play.
Okay.
The past 20 years have seen trends come and trends go. We're still here, stronger than ever, and well-positioned for the future. The ecosystem of today will be more powerful, more engaging, and more immersive tomorrow.
They seem very confident. Actually, he must got some strong stuff up their sleeve. Like some really surprising stuff.
Ultimately, words mean little. Action is everything, and the proof is in the journey into the extraordinary worlds of new titles and new experiences that you're about to enjoy.
Alright.
I think you'll agree that the best place to play just keeps getting better. So let's take a look at some of the most sought-after exclusive content our industry.
Oh, my fault, guys. I should have full screened this. Alright, interesting. like the graphics. like my boy Luke. Oh god, this better not be a VR game. Different. I love the music. Alright, combat. Figured. Motion controls and yeah, it kind of figured like motion controls. It looks interesting though. I like the visuals, like the art style. The art style is beautiful. It reminds me of like James and the Giant Peach and like the Nightmare Before Christmas type of like stop motion look type to it. I can't explain it. Yeah, I love the soundtrack, man. I want to see, is there any combat though? I guess not. Concrete Genie. Interesting. That was interesting. I like it. Playlink. Never heard. I still don't even know what that is. Hmm? Yo, what's up, Mez? What's going on? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you finally made it to one of my streams. Most definitely, yeah. You came in, man. You made it just in time. We early. You very early. Phone. I don't know what that is either. Playlink, I'm very confused. I don't know what Playlink is. Touch Her World. Another indie game. Motion controls. So how you been, Maz?
Just remember.
Okay. Slash.
Don't break the seal.
Shape Her Truth.
If you break the seal.
Oh God.
I can't protect you.
Erica. Well, don't care for that. A group of for individuals for games like these and rank type games. Alright, let's Ace Combat VR. Now I like something like that. It looks interesting. See, stuff like that will work for VR. Resident Evil 7 Gold Edition. Can't wait for that. Rec Room, don't care for that either. Moss, I'm really interested in that. Apex and Construct. Weird. Boost of blood. No, I don't have VR. I had no reason. There was really no incentive for me to buy it. I mean, Resident Evil was the only incentive, the only game I really want to get VR for. That's why I haven't bought Final Fantasy. That's why I haven't bought Resident Evil 7. I haven't bought VR yet because of I want to get the Resident Evil 7. That's why that's why I haven't bought Resident Evil 7, because I wanted to get it for VR. But at the same time, there's no other games for VR, and I'll be wasting my money. That's why I haven't really invested in one yet. Star Child. You might as well say Pilot Wings. Dead Hungry. Eating Tomorrow. Sony's getting all the hits. I feel bad for Xbox. Well, no one is one. Well, see, the thing with Microsoft is too, man. Microsoft, they have these unrealistic expectations when they do get developers on board. They have these unreal expectations when they want them to develop for them, and then they end up canceling stuff because they soon realize that some of these things they have, these expectations they have, the developers can't do them, especially in the amount of time that they want them to have it done by. And plus, they try to get their best to get Japanese developers on board, but Japanese developers will not support the Xbox as well. So, I'm really disappointed in Microsoft this generation. Ever since they announced that the Xbox One is going to rely on the Kinect and everything, and then it relies on Xbox Live for it to be on Xbox Live for the DRM and stuff like that, and stuff that really messed them up. Like tonight, they can't recover from that. Might change. It might be a GoldenEye.
PlayStation VR marks its first year in the market. It's really moving to see how developers
Oh, thanks, Maz.
to see the raw power of this game.
And I gotta give it to Microsoft. Like, especially with the Xbox 360, they try to get Japanese developers. That's why they had Dead or Alive exclusive to the Xbox. We had Tales of Vespera for the Xbox 360. We had Star Ocean, Last Hope for Xbox 360. We had Lost Odyssey for Xbox 360. What was it? Infinite Undiscovery, Last Remnant, and they get a lot of those Japanese the Japanese player base. They get them on board with the Xbox 360 and the original Xbox. But no matter how hard they tried, last generation as well, they just wouldn't. The Japanese player base wouldn't do it. They wouldn't support it. They wouldn't. It wouldn't grab them at all. And then this generation is just, I don't know what they call themselves doing this generation, man. I'm disappointed in Microsoft. Okay. I don't know what this is. This is like a travel game? You just travel? I think that's fun. You just go out and just travel. You just shoot the shit with each other. I think that's fun. Oh, never mind. Never mind. What game is this? Alright. I'm getting sick of these shooters. But I mean, for those who like this type of stuff, that's good for them. $8 right? Alright, sell you some more Destiny bullshit. Don't really care for Destiny at all. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Phone. Don't care. Really don't care. Whack. Uh-oh. This is what I want to see. Alright, got third-party developers, so it could be a chance you get Final Fantasy VII Remake. Who told you to turn this light on? I can't wait to this game, man. Yo, you guys, if y'all into this game, man, like, please, we gotta play this online together. I'm gonna live stream it and everything. I think this game will be really fun. Can't wait, man. I cannot wait for this game. You definitely want to get it in on this, yo. We gotta play this. We gotta play this on live stream. We all gotta play this together. Look at them visuals, man. This is the Monster Hunter I was waiting for. Nice. Monster Hunter World. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sosuke. Oh. Alright, we got this. I said I gotta play this when I get a chance. Oh, it's for Monster Hunter World. Oh, nice. The hunt begins with 12/9. What? I ain't got it. What? For real? What? Oh, yeah. Sledgehammer Games. Never shooter.
Hi, Denzel!
the beta in December for PlayStation Plus users. Yeah, man, the beta. Yeah, I don't really care for this. What is this, Call of Duty or something? Or no, it's not Battlefield. It's Call of Duty, I think. Don't care for this. Really don't. Another shooter. They ran. The whole futuristic idea was running dry. So they went back to World War II or whatever, and repackaging it again. They gotta take a break from these Call of Duties and let it die down for like 2 years, and then come back with something fresh. Well, I mean, if you're looking forward to it, Mez, man, like, all power to you, but I'm good. Here, come on. Come on, Sony. Only thing that got me hyped right now was Monster Hunter. The stuff I seen, the stuff we seen, like Ball, yeah. And exclusive DLC for it first appear on PlayStation. Okay. All right. That better not be it, man. Like.
Comes out what? Tuesday?
Cold Masters.
No, Friday?
What's the thing about Sony games? Like games like this. Like, it looks like it's fun and intense, but there's no there's no like. I love characters. Like, I love personality and stuff like that. If you're gonna have a racing game that's like as wacky and intense like this, give us some appealing characters to go along with it. Not these generic ass characters and stuff. It just doesn't. I don't know. Like, give it some life. Give it some personality. Yeah. And is any fighting game news expected? I have no idea on Android. Okay, Baz. Star Wars. Okay. It's Battlefront. Well, I call Star Wars Battle Loot too. Battle Loot. He said battle transactions. This better not be it, yo.
These are games that are already coming out. This game probably comes out next month.
No, it gotta be one more. It gotta be one more surprise or something, man. Because this was trash. There's like it's everything we've seen. Everything we've seen before. We knew it was coming. But they said new games. Like, what new games? Like, it better be something else. Come on. Hey, come on. I want to walk out of here excited about something. Oh, Spider-Man. He has an Andrew Garfield look to him, and personality. Now, don't get me wrong, this game's gonna be good. Monster Hunter and this, that you know got me into it, got me a bit hyped. But that's about it. Alright, so Mary Jane knows who Spider-Man is. This is gonna be dope. Shocker. I feel like they tweak the costume a little bit more too. Nice. So your reaction though. Big news drop, Sony bought Capcom. Shut up, Android. Alright, what's this? Alright. This is the Android. She looks, I ain't gonna lie, she looks like my daughter a little bit. She's gonna probably kill him.
Alice! Daddy's very mad! Daddy's not angry anymore. This is all your fault!
Yeah, show the abusive female hero, or better yet, the abusive white straight male and female hero. Little girl did it. Yeah, that's you know. What did she say? It looks like the happy upbeat joint. All right, I was expecting that. Oh, you think that? Yeah, the game looks interesting though. No, but I think weren't they like 2 different games though? The one about the Android Uprise and then that other game. Well, I mean, there's nothing to call. I mean, it's a Sony press conference, so I would expect God of War. I just couldn't see them having a conference without God of War. I mean, you know, like God of War comes out next. I think it's next year, right? Or if not, they'll probably give us a release date at the end of this trailer. This game's gonna be good, but I don't know. I may or may not get it. I'm not sure. These kind of games don't really, not really my fancy.
Wow, amazing! Yes, sir.
I am curious about the story, though. What?
Whoa.
Yeah, that's part of the gameplay. What? That's it? With that?
We shall see, boy.
What the f... Alright. It better be more. Nah, the old God of War was getting too. The old God of War was. I'm glad they changed it because the old God of War it got too repetitive after a while to me. That type of gameplay that the old God of War had. After a while, it was just God of War with pretty graphics. Every game just had better graphics, but it was pretty much the same game. So I'm glad they changed it up a bit. This interesting. Okay. Yeah, I know what this is. Yeah, this is a total remake. Visuals and everything. One thing I really didn't like about this game, the game felt. The game is very open, but it felt so empty. Have some wildlife or some enemies to fight or something. Like, other than that, it's a good game. Don't get me wrong. Beautiful game. Well, a remake is a remake. This is a remaster. This is a remake. A remaster is pretty much they just up the textures. They take the current game, and they just up the textures, add like 1080p or whatever, or 60 frames per second and stuff. But this is from this is a remake, like visually everything. And they may throw in some little tidbits of new things in it, like little tidbits, not much. But this is definitely a remake. I hear you, phone. What is up with these trailers? Like, these trailers are stupid. Like, how do you climb and then he stabs and then it goes off? Like, what kind of trailer? What are these trailers? Like, come on, give us one more game. Give us one more game.
Let's have the first in-depth look at a much anticipated and exclusive title. From everyone at PlayStation, thank you for your continued support. Good night.
One more exclusive title. Come on, give us Final Fantasy, man. But it's not. I don't know what this is going to be. Yeah, man, I'm irritated, man. What's up, Nova? What's going on? Yo, this conference is ass. Yeah, I don't know what this is. It better not be another shooter. It better not. It better not be a zombie game. It better not be a shooter. Oh, Last of Us 2? I don't know. No, it's not Last of Us. I don't know what this is. It says exclusive, so. Or is a female, I think. Oh yeah, it's a female. Because, you know, lately he's been trying to make women so masculine nowadays. You can't really tell, even with a ponytail and stuff. Okay. Tomb Raider? Last of Us 2. Yeah, you can't even tell that's a chick. She had the ponytail slipped back. Her arms is like muscular as hell. Chest flat. Baggy pants. You can't even tell it's a woman. Can't tell. Okay. Hey, I ain't saying anything wrong, but I'm saying like the features. What's up, Derpy? I have no idea what this is. Oh,
yo! It shut off on mine.
Oh, oh. Oh, she stabbed him with, she impaled in, the hammer. What? I have no idea. Like I said, if you used to walk in and don't see it, you would think that's a dude. You would think that's a dude if you was to walk in and see it. Yeah, this look interesting, but I don't know what this game. I'm waiting for the punchline. Like, I want to know what this game is. I don't see. No, I don't think this is Last of Us, man. Damn.
Yo, you see how built she is? No.
Damn. Look. Look at that.
Yo, just based on her
Damn.
being built, I don't want this game.
Damn, like, yo, like, she'll rock you. Like, she'll just rock your jaw.
Like, yo, like, for you to make a woman that masculine, you want to make her into a survivor. Like, look at that. Her arms is just as built as mine. The Last of Us.
Okay, so new characters. This is interesting. New characters. This is new characters. They got me intrigued. Yeah, so I'm thinking that maybe the story may shift back and forth. I want to see.
That could be the chick. That could be the chick.
I don't think that's Ellie. What's her name? Oh, not Ellie. What's the chick name?
So it would be no surprise why her arms is that built.
Well, that was the conference. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm anticipating Monster Hunter World. Spider-Man, badass. Also, The Last of Us 2 looks interesting. It has my interest though. I want to see where it's going. And also that cyborg thing looks. That game with the cyborg or whatever looks interesting, but it's not to where I'm like, oh man, like I'm hype as hell, whatever like that. Nah, I'm not hype. This conference didn't have me hype at all, man. Like I don't know, man. I was. If they would have announced Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I knew was a possibility, they wasn't going to do that, or Kingdom Hearts 3, which I knew was a possibility, they wasn't going to do that. Maybe I would have been. Maybe this would have sold me really well, but. Mostly everything they showed in the conference was stuff we've seen before. We've seen most of this stuff. They announced most of this stuff already. And then, what I don't like, the Final Fantasy VII Remake, me too, is dead in the water. I feel like I just watched a murder on Run the Gauntlet or, yeah, like, yeah, I don't know, man. We've seen all this stuff before. That's why I wasn't really excited. Like, everything we've seen, and then how they left like certain trailers on a cliffhanger, which was stupid. Like how God of War, you see this badass like epic fight scene in the dungeon, and then all of a sudden Kratos open up the gate and it goes off. God of War, what? And then Shadow of the Colossus remake, he climbs on top of the bird and then stab it in the back. Shadow of the Colossus, what? Like,
there you
what?
have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Like, you end it like that? Like, it's so stupid. Like, how do you end a trailer like that?
Yes. And it's time to break down everything that Sony shared with us today. But first of all, Sony was promising a big show.
Well, if you've been following the Final Fantasy VII Remake, what they were saying was Final Fantasy VII, they brought it back in-house. Because they put it out, they have CyberLink.
Literally, and then it was like, here's more of the gameplay of these things that we showed.
Yeah, so CyberConnect. They had CyberConnect helping them make the game.
Obviously, a ton of really
so
cool
they outsourced Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now, what they decided to do was they wanted to bring it back in-house. So they brought it back to Screen like main base of operations and stuff to develop the game. They had put an ad out, like an employment ad. They put an employment ad out earlier this year saying they need more people on board to help them develop the game. Because the last time they talked about it was the producer was saying that they only finished they were just finishing up in tweaking the bombing mission. That's how far they made it at that point. I think it was around like March, February, or something like that. So it could be a lot farther now. But they also had to make a choice. They had to make a choice. Should we push out Kingdom Hearts 3 first or Final Fantasy VII Remake first? So I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3 is in way more farther development than Final Fantasy VII. So that's what's going on right now. They decided to make Final Fantasy, not Final Fantasy. They decided to make Kingdom Hearts 3 more of a priority, which they should. I mean, Kingdom Hearts, to be fair, Kingdom Hearts fans been waiting so long for Kingdom Hearts 3. You know what I'm saying? So I think it makes much more sense for them to do that. So push that forward. And since they're pushing that forward, we're gonna be waiting a little bit for Final Fantasy VII remakes, and I want them to take their time with the remake. Like we waited this long for a remake. I can wait even longer. Doesn't matter, you know.
This is kind of about Ellie, which was like the beacon of innocence, becoming a darker character, and I think that's interesting. That said, this trailer didn't really change anything. It was brutal. It didn't show me the characters that I wanted to see. It showed just the clickers at the very end there, but for the most part, I feel kind of indifferent. I'm glad to see Lost. I'm very glad we saw it, but didn't really change my mind on
Yeah, we didn't get any details. Like we still, I don't
no
think
details.
It's a 2018 game.
No,
I think it's a 2019 game. That being said, like I really do feel like this was a pretty effective tone piece.
Definitely.
Yeah, because to be honest, this did get me interested because I really wanted to know what the heck was going on. I really wanted to know what was going on. So I think they accomplished that. It had my curiosity. I want to see where.
So the whole time we were watching, we were like, "Oh, is this a new Tomb Raider game? Is this?"
Yeah, that's what I said. Tomb Raider. I thought it was a Tomb Raider game.
It looked like a girl and a man dragging a body, and I was like, "Surely that's Ellie and Joel," but it wasn't. But you're right. This is a really good tone piece.
Not Ellie.
Definitely not Ellie. But also looks like an interesting extension of the universe and how chaotic it has gotten in its post-apocalyptic world.
What do you guys think about this stream?
Now, right?
About this conference?
It's complete anarchy, apparently.
Yeah, and especially like when we last left Ellie. Granted, it wasn't as far along timeline-wise.
It didn't do much for me.
So we saw that
it really did
where she fell in love.
She was still lovely back then.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm really interested to see.
I didn't know the conference was today. My little brother DX Strike, he had contacted me and told me that the stream was starting. I completely agree with you, I completely agree with you. This conference was a bit ass.
From both of the things that we've seen in The Last of Us Part 2, I'm guessing that the world has hardened her a lot, and we're going to see a very different version of Ellie, and I think that is what this trailer is trying to convey as well. It's just like the world's gotten very, very dark, and now I want to know how Ellie and Joel adapted to that.
Yeah. And if Joel's still alive.
And if Joel's still alive.
Yeah. This is also a much more in-depth trailer.
Yeah,
because the first one was best part of the sort of a tone piece, right?
Yeah, it was her playing a guitar on the couch, and then
blood dripping down her face.
Oh man, like if that's Ellie, man, like I don't like.
Yeah, but
I feel like they made her look more masculine. Like
this trailer doesn't give me that much more information than that. I don't
when they had her dragging on the ground, I knew it was a dude at first, and they had her in a ponytail. Like, okay, there's a ponytail, but guys can wear ponytails too.
Yeah,
and then when they look at her, I'm like, oh god, I was like, yo, she's pretty stocky or whatever like that.
I mean, you got the clickers at the end. But
she looks real manly in this one. If that is her, she looks really manly. I don't like that look on her.
Well, as is the case with all of the big upcoming exclusives for PS4, we did not get a release date for The Last of Us.
We didn't even get a year, so
we didn't get a release
it's
window.
not next year.
Yeah,
I think that's a 2019 game.
You know what? There's enough 2018 games, which will.
There are. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about that new big announcement, Ghosts of Tsushima.
Yeah. Looked really cool. I mean, we were saying in the pre-show, we were like, hey, one of the big reveals
I mean, I'm intrigued by the Ghost of Tsushima, or whatever it's called. I'm intrigued by it, but
or if you count some of the spin-off Infamous games, like they've been so
still don't know much about it. They didn't really show much or show much of anything.
It was a really cool trailer.
We
didn't know what it was because we just opened up and we were like, oh, this is cool, pretty looking samurai.
I wouldn't have even guessed that it was Sucker Punch.
You gotta look at her face, man. She looks. They made her look manly, man. Like.
Sure. Yeah.
Look at her. Yeah, I don't mind. I love a physically fit woman. I love a physically fit woman. But it's how she is how she presents herself. Like she looked muscular as hell. She, like I said, from a distance, I thought it was a dude they was dragging across the floor. They made her super muscular or whatever like that, and then her face, she looks really hard. She looks really hard and really rugged and stuff like that.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's like I didn't see no femininity in her at all.
And then we had Neo earlier this year, but that was definitely more of a fantasy game because there was monsters and everything.
And I when it comes to my female characters, I love them to have a feminine look to them. That's what makes them different from men.
Games really have.
And when they make some characters look, some female characters look
from the Assassin's Creed series.
I might as well play a man. Like I might as well play a man
really
character.
Funny is that everyone's always like, "Where's Assassin's Creed
femininity?"
Feudal Japan. Well, here you go.
They've said that a lot of times. Yeah. Again, don't know what this plays like, so I can't say if I'm excited for it or not. I just have to see gameplay to know, but it's a pretty trailer.
They do a good horse assassination.
Yeah, I hope they change.
I guess the horse was
shit in the final game.
Just a bystander.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to go for realism. Or if there's going to be a fantasy.
So I wonder there's going to probably be some Sony fanboys out there probably bragging about how good this conference was and everything.
You know, they've never made something that's
chilling and everything.
Obviously infamous
because this conference was not good.
As raccoons that steal things, which is, I guess, real.
Made three very different.
She probably would slap me.
Yeah.
She probably would slap me, Derby.
Yeah.
She probably would.
The history is kind of fascinating already.
Yeah, it seems really cool.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that new Spider-Man trailer. Very different piece.
Yeah, Spider-Man trailer. Spider-Man has to be very interesting. Very interesting.
Seemingly also a lot more
and this is like a superhero game that looks really good. You know, besides the Arkham series, like they really put a lot of effort in the Spider-Man game, and this looks really good. The visuals and everything, built from the ground up. It's not based off of a movie. It's its own game, and that's why I think where superhero games shine most is when it's not based after a comic. It's not based after a movie, because when they base them at the movies, it's very limited, and plus they become rushed products because they have to. The game either has to come out before the movie comes out, or it has to come out around the same window of when the movie releases and stuff like that to meet that deadline. So most of the time, developers pretty much cram so much material in there, or it's just a train wreck. The game is sloppy. Visuals don't look that great. But when they take a superhero game like Arkham, the Arkham series, I love the Arkham series because it's built from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's based after a little bit of elements and stuff from other comics a little bit, the game was still interesting, and they took their time with the game. And with this Spider-Man game, you can tell there's a lot of art, a lot of passion is being put into this game and stuff like that. And they're taking their time with it to build a solid Spider-Man game. And it's not based, it's not being weighed, or it's not being dependent on material that's already out, like the Spider-Man Homecoming stuff, not based on any of that stuff. It's its own thing, so they have more freedom to develop and put together the story that they want to put together. You know what I'm saying?
Could do.
That could be interesting. It looks like the camera was behind her shoulder.
Yeah, it looked like she was sort of like an Oracle character, which makes sense.
Bowling's negative, man. Yeah.
I don't see why we couldn't play as multiple characters in this, and it's also just like
so basically a fit young Ma.
Ellie can I just go to a weird English class? I remember I love that kind of
beat
stuff.
the dude's face to a
again,
for coming
we were
close
sort
to
of joking
assaulting
about the
her.
dates. The date we got for this was
discount Spooderman.
Yep, no date yet. So that means like they didn't even say early.
Given that there's no word before it, I imagine this will be, in theory, Sony's big fall game. That being said, like I rewatched our 2015 coverage of the 2015 Paris Games Week, and a lot of those games were dated for 2015 and came out in 2016, or Horizon was dated 2016 and came out in 2017.
It's totally possible that could happen.
Yeah, everything taken with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
But I think the last couple of years have shown Sony doesn't usually put out a big exclusive in the fall. Right? They
haven't needed to.
They lean on their third-party games in the fall. Bring out their big exclusive earlier in the year.
I know what I was thinking. It's like end of the year always seems to be a sort of multiplayer time, and they want to focus on like the shooter campaigns come out and they want to support those.
Shooters,
so I actually,
that's another thing. Too many shooters, bro.
Well, especially for Sony.
Sony's
had those strong marketing deals
for me to get into. I agree, though. But the combat system ruined
to where it's almost like, well, why
for me
try to
because
go
they are not too fun. I totally agree with that.
Those,
I totally agree with that. I remember back in the day, superhero games were fun because during this time when superhero games were out, back during like the Sega Genesis, the arcade era, and the SNES era, most superhero games were beat 'em up games.
But stick with us. We're still breaking down everything that Sony shared with us. This
pretty much in the beat 'em up genre, and they were fun. They were multiplayer,
what about God of
very
War?
simple and stuff like that.
Very
but you don't see beat 'em ups no more. I like to see a nice, engaging,
gameplay focused,
more
it was like a single scene
games.
seemingly. Whereas the thing we saw at E3 this year was really chopped up in sort of a tonal piece about where Kratos and his son.
Marvel's usually ruin actions
we have seen
nowadays.
A bit of gameplay. I mean, that first trailer was really just like about their relationship.
Action
and we saw
games
gameplay.
nowadays.
This is sort of more of that, and
I like the beasts. I like the beastie.
I'm just so sold on this game. I love God of War anyway. I've always loved the combat style has been what's really drawn me in, and then this has that. It looks pretty, and it seems to focus on relationships as well. Like I am so sold.
And also, this still doesn't.
I want to see
Corey,
more.
Creative director,
And
E3 last year and E3 this year.
The
He still says the game is one continuous shot.
Like he opens
the camera
the game,
never cuts. And so think about what we saw at E3 last year. We were walking through the snowy fields. It just doesn't cut up until this point. Until seemingly the end of the game. He said it's just one continuous.
I'm trying to think of other games that have done like a good job of that.
Let me see.
I
had the Spider-Man 64 you referred to was the Spider-Man was on the PlayStation 1 at first. And then they made it for the 64. I had the PlayStation 1 version of it. Yeah, they were good games. That was a good game. That was a really good game. The Incredible Hulk, I had the Incredible Hulk on the first Xbox.
As long as I can just get a big sword and rack up combos, I'll be happy. But it is interesting that you don't actually see like any kind of HUD. There's nothing on screen. There isn't any kind of damage counter. I love that kind of stuff. But maybe that doesn't exist in 2017 or 2018. Maybe that's aging out. This is how much damage.
And you do that like Dead Space did a really good job of that. Like your HUD was on your suits. It was like diegetic inside the environment. But yeah, this one for the release date we just got.
Last of Us is really the game.
Early 2018.
Really
so which could mean anywhere from January to
I haven't played
I think early would mean.
I have it, but I haven't
early and spring to me are ostensibly the same thing. So I would just say, in theory, that's before June 21st, which is when summer starts.
Which is so vague. Like maybe we do have a PSX conference that gives us these release dates.
All right, well that pretty much wraps up the stream. I'm glad you guys stopped through and watched the stream with me and got my reaction and everything like that. But this stream stream was complete.
We did get to see a long gameplay demo of Shadow of the Colossus.
This conference was complete ass. This conference was not
so
good
it started
at all.
off in that forest, and that
pretty
forest
much
looks so pretty.
Beautiful.
Pretty much everything we showed, we saw
it's
already.
easy to be like, oh, this is just a HD
more
remastered,
shooters,
but like go back and look at the original Shadow of the Colossus on PS2, which was one of those games that pushed the PS2 so far, but it could only do so much. It was on aging hardware.
These are like smaller trailers.
Like this looks
they're
like
not even bigger. They're not even big trailers. They're smaller trailers than what we've seen already. You know, so we all do know they are coming out pretty much 2018.
So much
I
further
guess
than
that's
it
a
was
good
in the
thing
original.
that we know we have something to look forward to, but.
And
that's about it. I'm glad you guys
made
the stream.
This is going to make
this
battle
conference made the stream completely cheeks. It is sure is, which is why I can't wait for the second one.
Ability to just
less insane for action.
You'll get
a
bigger sense of scale.
So yeah, that wraps everything up. I hope you guys enjoyed, just chilling here with me and everything, and being disappointed like me.
I was already sold on this, and now
that wraps everything up. I'll see you guys later. I have some more videos coming up this week. I will have a stream schedule. I'm coming up to let you guys know what I'll be streaming this weekend and everything.
That it would play
and that's it. So you guys have a good day.
Sure. Otherwise, it's going to be really jarring.
Yeah, you would think so. Like the Grit Meter was interesting, and it is such a crucial mechanic. I mean, almost like in Breath of the Wild, to where